look at the top golf courses you can play in Levittown. There's some unbelievable golf. There's a lot. We're going to take a look here at our course.
Right outside of Philadelphia in Bucks County, we have Northampton, a public golf course built in the 60s by a famous golf designer. We were able to check in with no problem on this course at 7 in the morning. If you're looking to play from those back tees, throw it away. This course only has 2 sets of tees here. Now they have the tee boxes to do a back tee, but I don't know if we're just catching it on a bad day or getting ready for the weekend golf. But the course is in great shape. I mean, look at that. That's demanding from back there.
Oh, might as well dance. Toast to
But the condition of the course and the maintenance of it is really what steps it up. There's a pocket of golf out here in Bucks County, and we're looking forward to playing all of it. If you live in this area, let us know in the comment section. Built in 1963. We're gonna go through each one of the holes here, all 18, and talk about the price range and our overall rating. That's what we're just doing here. Extremely great walkable course built by Ed Alt. Huge golf designer in the mid-Atlantic area. Now Ed's built a ton of golf, over 100 golf courses, most of them in the Philadelphia area, but he's spread all over the country. And this is a good one here. Really did a good job designing courses. And does it have a driving range? Bet your ass it has a driving range. Pretty cool one. And how do we know that there's a lot of great maintenance and supervision done at this? Well, for the most part, they're cutting the grass, they're keeping it at a certain inch height. Let's walk through this county course that is owned and operated by Northampton Township, believe it or not. Now Northampton will still find a great value for the great conditions that you'll find walking in. First opened in 1963, it was known among the locals as one of the best greater golf courses in the Philadelphia area. The layout remains consistently classic to the original design of tree-lined fairways.
I look forward to getting over here and playing that golf course again in the near future. I think I had the first tee time of the day and it was truly special. Now let's move on in to Middletown Country Club, where this is a little fun sloppy course, in my opinion. Maybe it should have been a little
golf
higher,
was
but
completely
nonetheless,
different
let's slam it on in
you see golf
for
today.
our course.
But the course still remains the same, at least on some of the holes. 12 of the 18 holes out there right now are the ones you would be playing in 1913, and that's the reason we got out here and played. Now on no tee times, this is what we try to do, get on some of these courses where you could see a little bit of history while you're out there and maybe get a feel for the town. And located in Bucks County, this might be the course for most public golf players in the area looking to sneak out and play 18 holes pretty quickly. And the course even promotes fast play, and that's what we love to see on this course. I will say everyone inside the clubhouse was extremely welcoming. We had no tee time, as we said. On most of these, we don't book a tee time, and we were able to go out very quickly. We requested to walk the course to get better footage of it and respect the course and not drive through it. But unfortunately, we can only ride it. The guy kind of worked out a deal, and it was pretty reasonable. Not going to put the price down because it's not consistent with what's online, but I will say these are the type of people we're looking for on this channel. Out here in Bucks County might be arguably the capital of golf in the world. And we're going to show a video of that down the road. But for the most part, we're just going to bring you this golf course, go through each one of them. And hopefully you played this course before, or you're looking to play it, because it's a fun little 18-hole golf course. One would say you could put your driver away, but you might want to keep it close, because on some of the holes you can actually drive the green. or maybe even on a long iron. Middletown Country Club golf course is living proof that a golf course doesn't need to be 7,500 yards in order for it to be challenging. And rest assured, this course is pretty challenging on some of those second shots with elevation. Today, the golfer here has uphill shots, downhill shots, sideways shots, and the course features rolling terrain within the valley. The greens here are top of the line in regards to playable public golf courses outside the Philadelphia area. I would give it a 7 out of 10. The greens were true. There's no reasons to play bad there. The course plays the yardage 6,76 yards from the back tees, but it's more of a modest 5,625 yards with this video. We couldn't really go too far back. The tees weren't set up on the back tees. We had the winter rules going in effect, and for the most part, a lot of those were up, but we got some better shots of the tees back, and I would try to recommend playing this course from the back tees because there's not much on that second shot. The course has been a tradition within the Bucks County for over 200 years and operated by Algo Golf Corporation, and remains one of the most public, most popular layouts within the Bucks County area. Originally was founded as Bucks County Country Club in 1901.
Let's take a look here as we move on in to our next facility, swinging through each and every one of the golf courses in this area, and hopefully playing them in the near future again. But we're going to need some help from down below. If you have any information, let us know. We're here at Bensalem Country Club. There's restrooms, there's everything at this country club. Even a private golf course used to sit here on this course. We're going to go through each one of those holes. It itself was designed by William Gordon in 1959 and was officially done in 1960. The course was originally called Cornell Country Club. This is not a par 5?
No, this one isn't.
Wow, shit.
We're coming back in.
Now, the original land here used to be a farm, which was then converted into the golf course, changed one ownership from a private to a public golf course, and then the township eventually coming in and taking over as a township course now.
Got a good kick. Yep, right down the middle.
No way.
Yep.
We'll even talk about the major updates like the tee boxes taking place.
And we're going to do a quick review swinging into Lower Bucks County, just outside of Philadelphia. We're going to tell you where those ball markers are, where the 100, 200 yard markers are. If there's a driving range, there is. You got to get the tokens inside. And more importantly, what are the next phases of this golf course now that the township owns it? There's a lot of changes. As we mentioned, farmland once set on this golf course, and the original 1890s clubhouse, which was then the farmhouse at one point, still sits there to this day and is listed as a historical landmark. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the history of the course, how far it stretches, the 6,131 yards it stretched with a slope of 119 and a rating of 68.2. And more importantly, we're going to tell you what other people think of this course. Like on Golf Now, it's a 4.1 with 350 reviews. And also on Google, it's a 4.3 with 522 reviews currently. So that's a lot. So there's a lot to be said. We went through some of the comments, and they're all consistent with what we thought of the course. It plays pretty longer than you think. It's 6,000 yards. You want to play from those back tees, but it is a little twists and turns throughout the course. You can find yourself, there's a lot of trees on this course. You can find yourself behind trees, below trees. You got to hit a tree. You could almost get yourself into trouble out here. Elevated greens. You got to get on the green, and if you don't get on the green, you're going to find yourself in trouble. They put a lot of money into the bridges. Apparently, the bridges just got finished this year. Tons of money got put into it. So they're dumping money into this course, and more importantly, I think the green fees are going to go up as a result, and I hate to say it. So you're looking about green fees of $70 currently. We got out there at a winter rate for about 50 or 40, but we were walking, so it did drop down a little bit, but sometimes they have those you can't walk certain times of the day rules, which they have here. Well, that is there's no price difference. One thing that is really awesome is the clubhouse. That's the one you're walking into, but there is the historical clubhouse that they're changing. They're going to turn into a museum in the near future. I thought that this was a great
What I
golf
want to
course.
get back out here, play the course again, try to get out there, and hopefully shoot a little bit better. It's a challenging golf course, but nonetheless, it was definitely one on my list. But another course I played in the winter that I look forward to playing in the summer, which could be a totally different facility, would have to be Five Ponds.
So let's take a look at this course.
Grab my clubs, hit the green, oh yeah. Dreaming of birdies without a care. Swipe my card, pay the fee. Why's this game so pricey for me? I'm swinging high,
This is a terrible golf walker.
I'm swinging low, but my wallet's where the pain will show. If I rule the course, let me tell you.
I think you gotta hold it in front of you.
Please, Giovannis.
Free, but if it took for me, 3 times for all, like I'm meant to be. No green.
You're at the U.S. Open with 3-shot lead, so you want to hit in the fairways and iron?
Really excited to finally play this course just outside of Philadelphia. It's definitely considered a top destination for the state and not only the city. So let's take a look at Five Ponds, where you guessed it, it got its name from the 5 ponds located on the golf course. Now, it was built and operated in the late 80s.
88, yeah, it's not that old. It's very rare to see that.
That might be a true statement. The golf boom really started around the early 1990s. 1999 kind of started to dwindle off. But nonetheless, this course was built at that early stage, and we grabbed ourselves a scorecard and went out there to enjoy ourselves a grateful round of golf. It was pretty cold, so give the benefit of the doubt, but there's some characteristics, an old foundation at this golf course that makes you want to sit down, relax, and make sure you have the right yardage because it's well marked throughout the golf course. The putting green surfaces, well, they're not going to be able to hide on this video. And swinging into number 1, it's a pretty challenging hole. The course is a 4.4 out of 5 with 240 Google reviews to choose from. This public golf course has always remained public and is currently owned and operated, well, at least owned by the township. And it's operated by Spirit Golf. Fans reach out and say, hey, you got to come out here, switch it up, play this course finally. And it's hard to get out here because it's cheap, affordable, and it gets a lot of tee times because of that, being outside of Philadelphia. Now, they do have some rates for seniors that can drop down to about $48 with a cart and $30 for walking. But typically, the price for this course could be $60, about $70 to $80 in the summer. They also have an early morning 9-hole rate that they push out as well. And then we were lucky enough to play the full 18, have the whole course to ourselves. The sun was out, it was cold, but it was a nice course. This is one of my favorite courses I've at least played outside of this area of Philadelphia in the Pennsylvania side of the house. This was a good one, and it lives up to the recommendations from the fans out there saying, come out here, play this course. Originally called Warminster's 5 Pond Golf Club. Now it's just called 5 Pond Golf Club.
Bitch is doing it again.
And they're just really using the same name, but there was documented a name change, but it stays true to the foundation of the golf layout. This course stretches.
I'm going to absolutely close this list out here as our number 2 golf facility. But there's still one more course, so as we zoom on out, make sure you subscribe down below to the Professor and Independent Golf channel focused on fun, affordable golf in your area. Swinging on into a course that's not too far from the area we were targeting, that is
We're here at Makefield Highlands in Pennsylvania. I think Yardley, Pennsylvania. That's where this course is located. Bent grass greens, bent grass fairways. They take very good care of this golf course. They have some great rates.
And we'll go through those prices, talk about the history, where it's located. As you can see, not too far from Trenton. But there's an incredible link style golf course here that we swung on in. And it's also a historical landmark That is the original Maynard House located, this is all in Bucks County, a very historical district. But nonetheless, the clubhouse, everything else is new, and we're walking.
And hopefully you can walk on through the next time you're over here at that golf course. That's it for our list. Keep a lookout for more videos.